Hello, lovely listeners. Just to give you some background, yesterday we had a meeting with our coaches. So every month, once you become a Time Hacker coach, got certified through us, and then been hired by us, you get a monthly training, monthly meeting. We're always retraining our coaches to make sure they are the best because they are the best, and to remind them that they are the best, to give feedback and to create new things. So anyway, we were on this call, and I also use it as an opportunity to give my coaches a little bit of insight into what we're working on in the business, what's going on behind the scenes. And I thought of you guys, the listeners, and how you guys might also want to not just know what's going on behind the scenes, but what's it here to teach us? What's it here to teach me? What's it here to teach our coaches and our growing team? What's it here to teach you? What is it to be an example of? That's what we're always thinking about at our organization, is what do we intentionally want to be an example of? And I think this is such a great example of one of our core values. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a behind the scenes of what's going on and use that as a way to teach you about letting your vision grow and letting yourself essentially change your mind. So you guys, if you're not on my email list, firstly, jump on there. You can access the Stop Wasting Time guide, and we've now built in a free email mini training on how to create your most productive week. So if you go to to timehackers.xyz/guide, I'll make sure the link is in the show notes. You can literally access the 4 biggest time wasters and solutions to solve each of them. I say it gives you back 5 hours a week, but it really gives you back like thousands of hours over your lifetime. So definitely jump on there if you're not already. So timehackers.xyz/guide. And then when you're on my email list, you'll be privy to actually knowing the information that I'm going to share with you, lovely listeners, today on the podcast first. So we already have people jumping into what I'm going to be speaking about today. In case you missed it, part of my vision has expanded in that I want to help 10,000 people get 10,000 hours back each. That literally came to me a few weeks ago as I've been sat thinking about the why behind our organization, the why behind our company, the why behind our growth. What's our vision? What's our purpose? You heard me speak about the time brain model. We're really solidifying our tools, our IP, how we help people optimize their time, how we help people achieve more in less time, and the simple, effective frameworks that we do. And part of the reason we've been doing that is because I've been thinking about how to help 10,000 people, not how to help 10 people, not how to help 100 people, not even how to help 1,000 people, but how to help 10,000 people. And that requires a level of thinking and decisions that I hadn't actually previously accessed. And that's all because I let my vision grow. Right? If I would have started my business thinking I want to help 10,000 people get 10,000 hours back, I just was not that person yet. I couldn't hold that vision. It felt so far away and so daunting and so stupidly impossible that I honestly probably would have built like a delegation course or something that was not rooted in like how we actually help people, what the core principle of time hacking is, how we help people by getting to the root of time wasting, of time inefficiencies, of delays, of delayed decision making, of fear of failure, all of this stuff, and why we focus on that. So now we are in a position to hold this giant vision. And I'm sharing it with you guys for the first time here. As I said, if you're on my email list, you'll have heard me speak about this already, because we announced alongside the vision to help 10,000 people get 10,000 hours back each. We've also announced the most accessible one-to-one coaching program on the planet. So you can now get coached with a Time Hacker coach starting from £47 a month. And that is no accident. That is our intention. And to be honest, it's always been my intention to make this work more accessible. I think I just couldn't see it. I wasn't ready for it. Now we have trained the best coaches. We continue to train the best coaches. Depending on when you are listening to this, we are going to open up another round of training more coaches. So I will also leave the link to become a Time Hacker coach in the show notes if you want to be trained by the best and become the best and be hired and work for us as a coach. This is the certification. This is the way to do it. I will leave the link to become a Time Hacker coach also in the show notes. I think, as well as the one-to-one coaching program, let me not forget that. Wow, lots of announcements today. All this to say, what I'm sharing with you is an example of letting your vision grow, of letting the way you create the result that you want to create grow, of letting the result you want to create grow. The decisions that you make today, I always say this, the decisions that you make today are stepping stones to the decisions of tomorrow. The goals that you are setting today, that you are dreaming about today, that you are working towards today, are stepping stones to the goals that you will have tomorrow, to the goals that you will achieve tomorrow. I promise you that. That's why when we get so caught up in what we're not achieving today and what we're not doing today and how we're behind and what we're missing out on, what we're actually doing is stealing our future selves' dreams and stealing our future selves' goals, because we're focused on what we're not achieving and criticism instead of what we are achieving, what we want to keep doing, and the lessons and the learning that are going to take us into success that we daren't even dream about now. I promise you, before I got pregnant, I did not ever think that I would train coaches and have other people coach my clients. But when that happened, when I was put on bed rest, when I started to think about, it's not about me, actually, it's about the clients getting the results, and how do I ensure the clients get the results? How do I ensure that I have the best coaches offering the best coaching to our clients so that they can get results while I am on bed rest or on maternity leave or life is lifing or whatever it might be. That decision, that experience created a different path for me. It let my vision grow. It let my former vision go, right? And it let my vision grow. And that's what I want to invite you to think about today. Where are you holding on to a past vision based off of maybe what you've been seeing or what you've been told or what's been normalized for you? And where are you not letting your vision grow? This is an invitation to let your vision grow, to start thinking about what you want beyond of where you are right now. What's the bigger vision and the why? Because for me, now it's so obvious. Accessibility was always a huge thing for me in all my work, not just as a coach, but in my life generally. And I just realized I am actually building my dream organization, my dream company, the dream way that we help people, the accessible way that we help people with the highest quality coaching right now. I've just realized it. I was like building what I wanted to build. I love building everything that we've built. I love our programs, and I'm willing to go further. I'm always asking myself, how can we do this better? Not just for me, not just for my team, but for the people that we want to serve, for the world that we want to leave behind. How can I make this better? How can I improve? How can I make it easier? How can I get my clients' results faster? How can I get my coaches to be better? How can I get our programs to be easier? How can I make this more accessible? How can I make this easier? How can I make this faster returns? Our one-on-one coaching sessions, by the way, the consistent feedback that we get all the time is the power of a single coaching session and the immediate impact on people's lives. Because I was taught, and I used to do this when I sold one-to-one coaching. I sold 6-month packages. And I remember being told it takes 6 months to get people results, to create change. And I believed that. I bought into it before I was doing time hacking. And then when I started to question it and think, wait a minute, why am I selling something, telling people it's going to take 6 months? Is that really for them or is that for me? And that's that questioning, that unraveling that I allowed myself to do. That is the first step, right? For you listening, what do you want to question? What do you want to allow to unravel? That questioning is what led to now we offer a monthly subscription that you can cancel anytime, that you can get started at £47 a month and get one-on-one best-in-class coaching built on the Time Hacker framework that's helped hundreds of people achieve more faster, stop procrastinating, drop perfectionism, actually feel better, make faster decisions, overcome fear of failure, achieve their goals in a quarter of the time, achieve goals bigger than they even imagined faster, create work-life balance, love their lives today, and achieve results that honestly, we had someone on the Become a Time Hacker Coach call last week that got coaching on, it being so easy and then being able to be more of themselves and actually working, and their brain freaking out that this was the way. And this is the way, but it requires the unlearning this narrative that we've been told that we have to be something else. Anyway, that was a slight sidetrack. One of my favorite things is seeing our clients achieve more faster and going against everything that they've been taught, because of what we teach in the Time Hacker Room and inside Become a Time Hacker Coach. So I just wanted to give you kind of a little bit of a behind the scenes of the company, but also steer forward that message for you to let your vision grow, let your vision evolve. You are evolving every day, every month, every year, you are evolving. And so it makes sense that what you want will evolve. And I want you to allow that to happen, and not just allow it, but lean into it and enjoy it and revel in it and know that it's doing its purpose. Because I've had conversations recently with people that said like, oh, well, 3 years ago, I said I was going to do X, so I'm still going to do X. And I want you to consider that those people are looking backwards while you get to look forwards. You get to look forwards. That's the fastest way to get there as well, right? We're looking backwards at the decisions that our 3 year ago self made when they had less information, less knowledge, less experience, maybe less confidence, versus the decisions that you want to make today. Now, if you want support in letting your vision go and letting your vision grow into who you are now and who you want to be a year from now, then that is the perfect thing to get one-to-one coaching with a Time Hacker coach from. So I am going to drop that link in the show notes and encourage you to jump on right now and try a Time Hacker coach experience at the most accessible pricing at £47 a month for one session, or you can do 2 sessions a month for £77. I'll leave the link. You can read what people are saying about it. And if you are ready to let your vision grow and to lean into what you are truly capable of, which is way more than you would have even thought about 3 years ago, then we would love to help you support it. We are expert dream makers. We are expert success makers, and we do it in a way that's nourishing, healthy, restful, joyful, all of the good stuff, because we know how to optimize your time. We've done it hundreds of times. We've actually probably done it tens of thousands of times, which is why we're going to help 10,000 people get 10,000 hours back each. And if one of them is you, the perfect place to start is to join one-to-one coaching today and get coached. You could literally sign up in the show notes in 60 seconds and be booking your first coaching session for tomorrow for 20 minutes. Have your mind blown, have your world rocked, have your success become inevitable. That's it from me. Have a lovely day. I am going to continue to share with you as our vision grows. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of different episode as much as I've enjoyed creating it. And thank you to my Time Hacker coaches and our monthly meeting for inspiring this conversation and this share.